Hi everyone, welcome to the Trading Ambience weekly market outlook, where art meets analysis. Each week we blend technical precisions with market readings to uncover the best forex setups. So in this weekly market outlook, we we will dive into multi-time frame structures using impulse and correction phases and key price zones, the lows, the highs, for us to be able to trade in the coming week with clarity and confidence. So let's go straight into the chart and see what the market is doing at the moment and what we are anticipating for the coming week. So let's quickly run through the trades that we took last week that we've been talking about and see how far they have gone. So we are starting with AUD New Zealand this week, Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar. So on the AUD New Zealand, we talked about this higher time frame structure. The structure remains unchanged. We have this bearish impulse and this bearish continuation structure. So within this higher time frame structure, if we go down a bit to the daily time frame, we have another higher time frame bearish impulse right here. Then this bearish continuation structure. Yeah, the price has pushed to the top of this structure, and so far we have not seen a continuation pattern here to signal that the price will continue buying. So we don't have this here right now. So rather, what we have on the mid time frame, which we are presently following, we have this bullish impulse and bearish reversal structure on the mid time frame. So I'm looking at it, we have this double top one, two, breakout, continuation, bearish continuation. So we placed our entry below it, our stop loss above it, and the price is still there. It hasn't done anything much yet. So that is that on the AUD New Zealand. So for we are still holding this trade and we are hoping that the price will drop further, at least to some extent here. So that is that on the AUD New Zealand. Let's go down a bit. Let's go down to Euro New Zealand dollar. On Euro New Zealand dollar, we have this weekly structure, this bearish impulse and higher time frame bearish continuation structure. So we can see that we have these three touches here: one, two, three, then four. The price approach the top of the high time frame structure with this ascending channel, which is signaling a sell according to the system we are trading with chart pattern. So within this structure, that higher time frame structure, within the higher time frame ascending channel, we have this bullish impulse. We took this trade a couple of weeks ago. Then the structure expanded with another ascending structure, which which uh, which means a sell trade for us. So last week, we before the market dropped to this level, we talked about this pair and we placed the trade. We set our entry below this continuation structure on the lower time frame, 15 minutes and entry time frame. So we set our entry here, stop loss above it. The price took us in, came back in, it went deeper, then dropped low. So uh, on this pair, we are still holding this trade. We are still holding this trade, and I'm hoping that we will have something like this for the price to continue dropping lower on Euro New Zealand dollar. So it is not at our TP yet. Our TP is just right here, 2.0075 for Euro New Zealand dollar. That's about almost 5 R. So Euro AUD. On Euro AUD, we talked about these high time frame structures here. bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure, bearish impulse, bearish continuation structure. Then the price hits this high on the weekly time frame, then dropped hard on the daily time frame with an impulse, bearish continuation structure. Right now, the price hits this high. Last week we were in the buy trade as well, if you could remember. So the price hits this high with this bullish impulse and bearish reversal structure. So we anticipated a sell after the breakout. After the breakout, and if we have something like this, like this lower time frame continuation structure. So fortunately, on the 15 minutes time frame last week, on 15 minutes time frame, we have this breakout. We had this breakout, and then we had this bearish impulse and bearish continuation structure. We place our entry below the structure, our stop loss above it. The price took us in, and it is still running at the moment as well. This is 4.3 hour, and I'm hoping that the price will drop further during next week, and hopefully get to our TP for Euro AUD. Euro CAD, yeah. On the higher time frame, we talked about this structure as well: bearish impulse, bearish continuation structure. If you look at this, we have this one, two, then this third touch here. How did the price approach the top of that higher time frame structure? It approached the top with this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure. So on the weekly time frame, we have a bearish continuation. On the daily time frame, we have a bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure. So weekly is telling us to sell, daily is telling us to sell. So let's go down a bit to the mid time frame. So on the mid time frame, at the top of this daily uh, bearish reversal structure, we have a mid time frame bullish impulse and bearish reversal structure again. Then on the lower time frame, we are still stacking our conferences from the weekly to the daily to the mid time frame, then to the lower time frame. So going down to the lower time frame, you can see the price broke out of this bearish reversal structure, then printed a bearish continuation structure. So we just place our entry below the structure, the price took us in, our stop loss above it, and the price ran to our TP. Yeah, we got 4.3 out on Euro card uh, during the week. So we are still bearish on Eurocard. So we just have to wait to see how the market, how the price develops further. So I'm looking at something like this here. So something like this reversal structure. So we just have to wait to see if we have a continuation pattern here, if that fits in with your strategy, or probably wait for the price to break out here before we get back in to sell to this low, or this low. So for that on Euro CAD. So we just have to wait now and sit on our hands and wait for the market to show us the way. So on GBP, we also talked about GBP AUD. We took GBP AUD as well, which is still running. On GBP AUD, we have this bearish impulse on the weekly time frame and bearish continuation structure, as you can see. So the price is at the top of this structure, then the price dropped hard on the daily time frame with an impulse, bearish continuation structure. The price broke out of this bearish continuation structure on the daily time frame, then came back to retest this high. It came back there with this ascending structure on the mid time frame. Then we took a trade there as well. So last week we talked about this structure here, this previous swing high double top. Then if you look at it properly on the mid time frame, you see that we have this 1, 2, 3 touches here. Then the price broke out of this structure, pushed higher with a bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure right here. So uh going down to the lower time frame, we found this structure here Initially, it printed this, so we couldn't get in. But as the week progressed, the price printed this structure 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is a bearish continuation structure. So we placed our entry below this place, then our stop loss above it. The price took us in, and presently it is still running. So we are hoping to have about 3.7 hour here on the GBP AUD. So to also talked about G card, British pounds, Canadian dollars. So on the higher time frame, we have this eye, the eye of this structure. Then the price pushed up here with an impulse, then started printing this bearish reversal structure. So looking at this, going down to the daily, within this bearish reversal structure, we have this bullish impulse, then another bearish reversal structure. So what the price has been doing for us in the past couple of weeks has been wonderful. If you look at this place, we have this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure within this daily higher time frame bearish reversal structure. So the price hit the upper bounds of this structure on the daily time frame. So let's go. So we went down to the mid time frame to see what was happening there last week when we posted the last week video. So here we have the price broke out of this higher time frame structure, but the price did not print a continuation, a clear continuation here. So rather, the price impulsed back up, then started printing an ascending structure here, which is a reversal pattern. So the price broke out of this with this double top, broke out of this structure on the mid time frame, then printed this structure, this bearish continuous structure. So we place our entry below the structure, and the price took us in. See, right now this is where we are. So we are almost at the TP as well. We are open to get 3 hour from this GBP card. So for this week now, let's dive into what we have for the week. What I am looking at, the place I'm looking at for entry for the coming week. So this is AUDCAD. AUDCAD on the daily time frame, we have this bullish impulse, then we have something like bullish continuation structure here. So right now we have these two swing highs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 swing lows here. So the structure is shaping up, and if you look at it very well, this looks like a reversal to me because we have this higher time frame bullish continuation structure. So it looks much like a reversal to me. So right here now, I will wait to see how the price will evolve here in the coming week. If we have a breakout of this structure, of this lower time mid time frame structure, if we have a breakout, then I'll be looking to have something like this to get into my trade. Something like that to get into this trade then, and I'll be hoping that the price will push up to this high. So it's either we have something like this for my entry, or we have or the price drops back down, then I'll go for entry at the low of this structure, at the bottom of this structure. So that is that on AUDCAD. So let's move down a bit. AUDCHF. Yeah, last week I was looking at this market with a different view, but this week my view has changed, and I'm seeing it as a bullish structure. So on AUD CHF, we have this bullish reversal structure, bearish impulse, bullish reversal structure on the higher time frame. Then going down to the daily time frame, right here, it seems to me that we have a bullish continuation structure, bullish impulse, bullish continuation structure. And the price right now has hit the low of this bullish structure. If you look at it here, this is 1, 2, 3. So coming going down to the mid time frame, if you look at it properly, let's see what we have here. If we connect this highs. So right here on the new time frame, we have this channel, this descending channel. I see. So with this descending channel now, and we have a breakout here with this bullish impulse, bullish continuation structure. So entry should be anywhere above here, few pips above this structure, then a stop loss below it to take to and to push this market to this upside. But I'm not sure if you can get 3 hours because my profit target on every trade at least I try to get a minimum of 3 hours. So if this fits your plan, then why not take it? But as for me, I will wait to see if the price drops a bit further for it to give me enough risk to reward. For that's that on AUDCHF. So let's move on to the next pair. Okay, uh, this is a CADJPY, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. On CADJPY, we have this structure. I love this type of structures. I love them seriously. So looking at this structure now, we have this one, two, three, four touches at the top, and we have this two swing lows. So the price hit this high, dropped last week, then started pushing up again. The previous week it dropped hard, then started pushing up again last week. So right now, what I'm looking for here is a push to the top of this structure, then look for this type of pattern here, the bullish impulse and the bearish reversal structure. So I will have to wait first for the price to hit the high of this previous top, so to give us a double top here. Then after hitting that I then wait for an impulse out, then a continuation correction to push the market to push the price lower, at least to this low. Do you get it now? So that is that on CADJPY. Yeah, we talked about Euro GBP as well last week. On the weekly time frame, as you can see, we have this bullish impulse, bullish continuation structure, a long-term setup. So, but on the daily time frame right now, right here, we have this bullish impulse, and we have these two swing highs, two swing lows. So this is shaping up like a continuation structure. But what am I looking for here? On the mid time frame, I am looking for a breakout of this structure. I'm looking for a breakout of this structure, then a continuation pattern like this for the price to push, for the market to push the price to this high. Excuse me. On euro pounds. So let's move on. Let's quickly move on to the next here. Euro JPY. Okay, Euro JPY on the weekly time frame, we have a very large structure here. This previous high, then we have this structure, this bearish continuation structure, bearish impulse, bearish continuation structure. The price here is at the top of this high. So going down to the daily time frame, we have another high here. Then we have these touches one, two, three, then one, two swing lows, three swing highs. So and at the price is approaching this high with this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure. So going down to the mid time frame, look at it properly now. So I'm waiting for the markets to hit this high, then then check how the market approach the high. So on the mid time frame, so I want to see an ascending channel or bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure, something like this right here. So then a breakout and continuation will push, should be able to push the market to this low on Euro JPY. Let's move on to the next pair. Okay. Yeah, we talked about Euro USD on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, we have this bearish impulse, bullish reversal structure, but the price is at the top of this bullish reversal structure at the moment. So, okay, going down to the daily time frame, we have this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure. So we have a conflicting bias on weekly time frame and daily time frame. But going by the daily time frame setup, so if we go down a bit to the mid time frame, the price has broken out of this ascending structure. So it has broken out, and I expected a continuation here. Though we had this uh, lower time frame continuation, I took this trade, but it took me out at my stop loss. So right now the price hits this high. So we talked about this channel, this mid time frame ascending channel last week, and we were expecting the price broke out, and we were expecting a continuation like this, a bearish continuation like this. But unfortunately, the price didn't do that. Instead, it's printed something like a bullish reversal structure here. So we couldn't get in. So I just waited out and let the market do its thing. So right now the price has dropped. I didn't take this trade. The price has dropped, and it looks like the price will be dropping further to this low. Then we'll see how the market develops further for Euro USD. So pounds, yen, GBP, JPY. Okay, GBP, JPY. Let's check it out on on the weekly time frame. We have this bearish continuation structure, and the price is at the top of this structure. So going down to the daily time frame, we have this bearish impulse, and this looks to me like a bearish, higher time frame bearish continuation structure. Then looking at this eye, we are looking at how the price approached this eye. The price approached this eye with a bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure, and the price has hit the top of this bearish reversal structure. So going down to the mid time frame, you can see initially we have this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure. Yeah, I didn't take this trade, but it was a good one. At least a good entry, though it did not push down to this low. So the price reversed back up here, you can see. So going into this week now, I'm expecting the markets to push to this high. I'm expecting it to push back to this high to give us a double top in some sort of a reversal structure. Then look for something like this. Then wait for this continuation to get in on GBP JPY. So let's move on to the next pair. Okay, GBP New Zealand. We took a trade on this pair last week as well. So initially we talked about this weekly bearish impulse, bearish continuation structure. Then we talked about this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure. Then if we go down when we went down to the time frame at the top of the weekly uh, weekly bearish continuation structure and the confluence of this bearish reversal structure on the weekly time frame. So we had this impulse, bearish impulse, and this higher time frame bearish continuation structure. So last week then we went down to the mid time frame to see what was happening there. On GBP New Zealand, we had this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure on the mid time frame, and on the mid time frame also we have this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure. Then the price, we waited for the price to push down, came back up. Then I got in here. I got in here, but I think spread took me out with the broker, with one of my brokers. So when the price pushed back up, I got back in with a tie with an ascending channel here on the lower time frame. So we took this trade, and the trade pushed down to this low. It gave us 3.7 hour. Though initially I've lost. Initially I lost 1 hour spread. So right now on GBP New Zealand, I am waiting to see something like this continuation pattern here after the breakout. Then just as we take all our trades, entry below the structure and stop loss above it for the price to push down to this low. So on GBP New Zealand. So let's watch out for that. Uh, uh, this is New Zealand CAD. New Zealand CAD, we have on the weekly time frame, we have this bullish impulse, bullish continuation structure. Then going down to the daily time frame, at the from the bottom of that structure, we have this bullish impulse again, and this bullish continuation structure. So right now, the price has hit the low of this structure. We talked about this pair last week, and we took a trade here last week. Took a trade last week that took us out at that took me out at 0.5 hour. Yeah, we had a trade here last week, but it has not really progressed in then. But right now, we are the price is pointing a bigger correction, as it seems to me. It's pointing a bigger correction. So what I'm waiting for here is a it's an impulsive breakout here, then a bullish continuation structure for the price to push to this high, and who knows, maybe this high on New Zealand CAD. So our next pair is okay. New Zealand CHF. On the weekly time frame, we have this huge bullish reversal structure. This is a long term setup. So, and within this structure, at the base of that structure, we have another bearish impulse, bullish reversal structure. Then going down a bit again, we have another bearish impulse, bullish reversal structure on this low, on this low. So right now, if we go down a bit on the mid time frame, we have this bearish impulse, bullish reversal structure. Then within this structure again, we have this bearish impulse, bullish reversal structure. So we are starting our confluences, and right now you can see that the price has broken out of this structure. The price has broken out of this structure. So what are we, what I'm expecting to see is a push up from here to this high, then either hold it or wait or close and wait for another breakout here to get in for the price to push to the high to the boundary of this higher time frame reversal structure. So that's how I am seeing New Zealand CHF. Okay, our next pair is New Zealand JPY. On New Zealand JPY higher time frame, we have this structure. I love these structures. Just like I said earlier, we have this previous high. We have the three touches here. One, two, three. I was in this trade. The price dropped massively. So right now, I am anticipating the market pushing right to the top of this high. Let's go down to see what is happening on the mid time frame. I was in this trade, and it was a very sweet trade. So I'm hoping that the price will push to the top of this high with a sort of reversal correction and give us something like this. So let's see how the markets develop further in the coming week. But no, the price has to hit this high, then break out of whatever structure it prints here. So that is that on the New Zealand JPY. Then we have USD CAD. We have been waiting for this setup now for the past couple of days or weeks. On the New Zealand, on the USD CAD, we have this high, then we have this bearish continuation structure on the USD CAD. I'm expecting the price to drop to the base of this structure. So going down to the mid time frame, this is what we have here. We have this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure at the top of this high, this previous high, and the top of this confluence with the top of the bearish continuation structure. So I'm expecting two patterns here. One of the two is either the price pushed up and print something like this to give us a left shoulder here, head, then this right shoulder for our entry, or the price breaks out with an impulse, breaks down here, and use this as a left shoulder, then head, then use this as a right shoulder for our entry. So I'm looking at, I'm watching this closely to see what we are going to have when the market opens on the USD CAD. But the last but not the least on our watch list for this week is USD JPY. We took a trade here last week. It didn't do much. We got out with some profit. So on the higher time frame on the USD JPY, on the higher time frame, we have this bearish impulse. We have this highs. Then we have this structure as well. There's the bearish continuation structure as well. So at the top of this structure, as you can see, the price pushed up, then going down to the mid time frame. We had this bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure. The price dropped hard, pushed up again with a bullish impulse, bearish reversal structure, then dropped, then printed a bearish continuation structure here. So this was our entry last week. So this week now, I'm watching this structure. I'm watching this as an ascending channel to see what will happen here. So before we take any trade here, we have to wait for the breakout of this structure, for a breakout like this, then a continuation structure down to the low on USD JPY. So I am wishing you the best of luck for the week, and we need to exercise a lot of patience and let the market lead us all the way. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking your time to watch this, and I will see you again during the midweek for our midweek review. If you have not subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.